our sanitation workers, who are sort of the sanitation warriors and have proved time and time again their resilience, their ability to work under really, almost inhuman conditions. But they have kept up their end of the bargain. It is now time for us to see how best we can support them going forward. As many of us will appreciate, along with frontline health workers, in this time of global crisis, and one that India is also facing again a renewed wave of, the frontline sanitation workers have also stood the ground, in, again, as I said, very trying circumstances with lack of personal protective equipment. None of them have walked away from their jobs. Our cities have been kept clean. They have kept all of their work going uninterrupted through this very challenging time. But more and more, it becomes apparent that we as a society do very little to support them in their efforts. So this chat today with someone who has been working on many of these issues from the get-go really is to just understand how we as a society, different parts, especially the corporate India, which has actually helped in some way, and with partners like the India Sanitation Coalition, our India Protectors Alliance run by Samhita and Collective Goods Foundation, etc., have really highlighted that the plight of sanitation workers is one where they put their lives at risk every day. They're unappreciated, they're neither given economic, social, or even physical protection as they go around doing their jobs. So I've talked about some of these areas, but I'd really like to hear, Biswada, from you, what you think would be critical for corporates and other supporters, donors, to come and join this, protective environment for sanitation workers now, especially as we've seen their plights being magnified in times of crisis such as we are facing today. So that's my first question to you. How do you think corporates can help sanitation workers particularly? I know some efforts have started. You have also been our kind of advisor for us. Samhita, through the India Protectors Alliance, has tried to bring a lot of corporates together. But what are some 2 or 3 really core areas that you feel need highlighting and need attention from corporates today? And then we can go on to other areas.
See, one thing is very clear that we need to have some kind of a personal protective equipments that is a need of the hour, particularly in the COVID season. There is no doubt. We no need to debate on that. Although we also think that the rights-based and all other certain things, dignity, self-respect, whatever. But the protection of the life is the most important, which we cannot ignore or we cannot deny. That we have to do with the support of the local bodies or with the support of the other NGOs or the donors, whatever. And we cannot allow the people without any safety gear or the protective gear to continue the work. So that is number one ground rule which we have to make, and we have to go ahead. Without that, we talk about any other things is not good. What we can do is there are the many categories of the sanitation that also we have to think. There we can again the prioritize which one is the first phase, which one is the second phase. But a minimum mask, gloves, this we cannot ignore for anyone, any sanitation worker. Okay. And we have to see there are the 2 things. One is the corporates and Gates Foundation, and you can involve in. One is to provide. Matlab, you will buy and you will distribute, or you will give the money to some NGOs or the local bodies, and they will buy in turn. Whatever that mode you will decide. Then another thing is you also must allow somebody to monitor which municipality is providing, which municipality is not providing. We don't have that kind of a data as on today with us. Sometimes they will say that, see, if you go to the any principal secretary and ask, they will say that we are giving to everybody, blank just statement. But we must have at least a certain places like some states, a coalition which we are all thinking, or some individuals also, like example now, septic tank cleaning or something, or the manhole cleaning.
Mm.
So if somebody entering into the manhole somewhere here or there, Haryana, Punjab, Rajasthan, you do get the phone call to the Safai Karmachari. Look, इधर कोर्ट कॉम्प्लेक्स पे अभी भी एक अंदर घुस रहा है, अभी मैं वीडियो भेजता हूँ, देखो. So मतलब the civilians also we can make as a part of the monitoring, because now the civilians concern about the sanitation workers थोड़ा change हो गया. Before it was not like that.
Yes, yes.
That is, there is a थोड़ा change तो है.
There is a sensitization, there's an awareness, there's a safety. Actually, government is saying that even there is a law which says that if you allow, then the person who is allowing is actually legally liable. So that we need to actually raise more and more, that people take responsibility for this kind. So if you were to think about, let's just think about corporates and philanthropists, because this is the platform that we would like to discuss and get them involved. And they are quite open to saying, how should we get involved? Yes, they can donate money, we can provide the physical equipment, but in the long term, how can they continue to be effective? One is, of course, continuing to raise the awareness, making sure within their own facilities, if there's any sanitation work happening, that they follow the safety protocols. But how can they more effectively also engage with the, because we want to see more long-term change for sanitation workers. Yes.
See, sanitation workers are not organized community as on today. Sanitation, see, there are the unions, but unions are the politically motivated unions.
Yeah.
So there is not much discussion on that. They will say that you provide us some kind of salaries or something or other. So they will get satisfied with that, and they will think that there is an achievement. And they will see their achievement by the raising the salaries or some other welfare, this thing. Safety concern, they are not taking as a so priority, because that is not giving them any vote or anything, the extra anything. So if they raise the 50 rupees salary, that will be the people they can claim like. So people like many groups, what we are thinking, we have to more and more, instead of salaries raising and all, definitely corporates will not come. They will not be more happy to make this kind of things. We can say that there is a group of the sanitation workers. We have to make a group, not as a union. At least the platforms. Ask the government and others to get exactly their rights and entitlements, not other things. And the safety equipments which is coming also, it has to distribute equitable distribution.
Yeah. So what one of the big problems,
there is a problem now is equitable distribution is not happening.
Okay.
So equitable distribution is not happening. One is about, they must know that what they are entitled to get. So they must get the sabun, soap milna, according to the Kanun. All sanitation workers must get the soap. It is a civil, local bodies, local municipality law pe hai. But they don't get that. Oil also they must get, that they will not get. Gloves, mask, gum shoes, whatever, uniform. So minimum things they have to get to protect the life, not as a labor union. Oh, nahi hai. Number one. Number two, once they receive all these things also, there is no proper distribution of that. They are not giving to everyone in the municipality. Our people also must understand equitable distribution for whom it has to go first. That prioritizing, that is not by the officer or anybody. The sanitation workers must understand this women so prone to this kind of a diseases. For them, this is important. They must understand. That if it is not there.
Yeah. What about self-help groups? Can they help? And workers groups, common interest groups, etc. Is that a good association?
Some platform, you can say some platform. Self-help group is an norm for the economic benefit. That has a concept everybody. You say that self-help group, you say that
but in Odisha, no, Bezwada, we've done some good work with getting the self-help groups together, helping to train the sanitation workers, getting them contracts, etc., and PPEs. So maybe that is something NULM is very committed, by the way, to sanitation workers.
We can do that.
Yeah.
I have no objection on that.
Yeah.
But vocabulary, I said that can be platform, can be self-help group, can be enterprise.
Yeah.
To decide.
Yeah.
My only submission is there must be a small. You must organize the people in such a way.
Correct.
There must be some discussion.
Yes.
So the problem with the sanitation workers are there are the only leaders. They will come and tell. There is no discussion. Politics. What happened? The politicians, the union labor leaders also, they come and speak. They will not listen to the people. So once they are not listening to the people, there is no equitable distribution, equitable sharing of the problems. For culture, if you develop, so salaries, if they get to the one group also, if they take the common contract from the municipality, they will distribute all the salaries in the equitable. Here, what is happening? Whoever is then a senior, whoever has some money, who can give some money to the people whenever they don't have the money, that fellow is becoming a leader and occupying everything. Your SHGs and the, what is, I know, I have seen, our Karyakartas also gone and seen that. That is working well. So we can take such models and take it forward. And we should not only limit ourselves to the safety. And we have to move forward beyond the safety. And if somebody want to come out, so what are the avenues we can?
Avenues for them, yes.
So there are the somebody who studied up to the +2, but still they are because of some compulsion. Such people, what they can do other than the scavenging, with attached to the same group. So there are certain.
And corporate India can make some reservations in their hiring that we will take from sanitation worker families.
Yes.
That's another intervention we can ask for, right?
That is an.
In all your hiring, you can keep some small, percentage, 5%, 10%.
Yes.
We'll keep for sanitation worker families.
Yes.
And we'll also provide some skilling to them in the sense if you are running a retail operation or you're running a manufacturing operation, then you can do some skilling of workers who may want to come.
Housekeeping, like in the corporate offices, given to these self-help groups which we are forming.
Correct.
So they will get the job and they will get the everything. But in corporate, they will not treat them like a sanitation worker. They also see in that some kind of a dignity and self-respect. Usually,
yes.
They also ask them if they are not using the gloves. The person who is walking also stops and asks, if you don't wear the gloves, don't clean here. Yes. You don't come. So that will become so they will learn another culture.
Yes. So maybe we can request that, some at least 10, 15 torch-bearer kind of corporates start implementing this kind of partnership. So SKA can also bring in the people, right? You also have a whole network of people. Yes. How many people are in your network?
We have already 120 SHGs in the 5 states. And rest other states, we have done another 200 SHGs, but that is not very functional. We formed, but without any fund, we have not monitored. But this 120 SHGs, they meet every month. They have all their formal things.
And so can they help you? Can corporates help you to make those other 200 also become more functional?
Great.
What will it require?
It requires just one Karyakarta, one volunteer salary, who has to go and organize them like.
Okay. So SKA seems to be a good platform for the corporates to work directly with, correct?
Yes.
That you can then strengthen your platform, create sort of regional chapters, make sure that these SHGs, etc., are well organized. You can have some partnership with the corporates. That might be one way. Yes. Second way is that they could go and partner with the ULBs themselves and say, okay, how can we help you, linkage to the sanitation workers within the ULBs. A big problem, of course, is many sanitation workers are in the informal space, meaning they just get hired by contractors and they have seasonal work, etc. So there is that. The third issue that I know of, and of course you can correct me, is that women sanitation workers are often the ones, more than 50% are in the informal, and their kind of special needs are never taken care of. Even the personal protective equipment is not designed for women, it's all designed for men. It's bulky. Nobody pays attention to their needs, their own sanitation needs when they are working
Yes.
outside,
Yes.
their menstrual hygiene needs, etc. So that could be another intervention that corporates could focus on. Some focused interventions for women sanitation workers.
See, we have a good thing is you are saying that 50% informal sanitation workers are
Yes.
women, but if I know, in my opinion, it is 70 to 80%
Wow. Okay.
women.
That's very long. Very
Ah,
hard.
and only in the septic tank cleaning and the sewage,
Hmm.
the women are less. But
Hmm.
other sanitation related, sweeping,
Hmm.
swabbing, all these things, almost all 60 to 80% are the women.
Women.
You also mentioned one important thing here, that is the most important.
Mhm.
To them, we can transform whole community, because
Yeah.
they are the community actually. Truly
Correct. Correct.
are the
Correct.
good earning members.
Hmm.
Whatever they earn, every paisa will go to the family. The
Correct.
men folk, what they earn, only 50, 30%, 40% goes to the family. Rest they will take and they enjoy, and or they will consume alcohol.
Mhm.
Regular practice. So
Mhm.
that is we have to deal differently. So these women, if we are able to organize as a group,
Hmm.
those groups can also be given a kind of a health education. You
Correct.
mentioned just the
Or
menstrual.
maybe some revolving fund that the
Yes.
corporates could give to those groups. They can use that savings to build their own assets, to build their own sanitation businesses, etc. Or even other
Sanitation
businesses.
and other business also.
Other businesses also, like soap, they can become
Yes.
distributors for all those products also. Correct?
See, women folk in the country, in the villages, like
Hmm.
in Andhra, South India, Dwakra, something, district women,
Yeah,
something.
yes. No,
All
there is a big SHG platforms are very big.
high. But the scavenging community ka women, they
Are
are
not
not
organized.
actively. No, they are also one or two are there in those groups, but they are not organized as such as the whole group.
Yeah.
So that we can do in the south, but in the north, nobody is UP, MP, Bihar, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, where we have the 120 SHGs now. We have recently started and running and putting efforts. We are planning another 2-3 years where no SHGs are there.
But in the rural areas, there are many in MP, UP, Bihar, Jharkhand,
But the
Chhattisgarh.
scavenging community.
Not for sanitation workers.
ये बोल
So
रहा है.
even through NRLM, the National Rural Livelihood Mission, we can push that they should actually make sure that those get, because they get credit, they get funding, they get
Yes.
a lot of support also.
And the NSKFDC also willing to support them if they form as a group and open a bank account and go ahead. But no bank is ready to open a bank account. So
unless they come under the SRLM. So one thing we can do is, for NRLM, we can put a special provision that X number of groups of sanitation worker women should be formed.
Yes.
And you could provide some support. But in the urban areas, we don't have so much, but NULM is also open to that, very open.
These two, through the government effort or the policy, we have to push. Then second is through the corporates, they can give us some kind of a seed money.
These youth clubs, you're skilling them or you're providing them some scholarships? What is it?
We are making them to aware of the government schemes, and we are asking them not to enter again the same work.
Okay.
Because if you don't cut that actually the flow of the again, so they will become a scavenger. Again, we will start our work. So how long we will do the same work?
But we need good professional sanitation workers still to happen.
No, that is a mechanized way. They are enterprises, they are all taking and they are working. But most of the people, they go for the, they're happy to go for some kind of a
manual worker,
something, and other than the scavenging.
Okay.
And a few people, they can't study, they can't go anywhere. Anyhow, they will go to the sanitation. But there should not be exploitation on particularly on the women sanitation workers. There is too much exploitation.
Yeah.
because they are not owners. The contractor will, on the mercy of the contractor, they have to live.
Yes.
So whoever the contractor, wherever they call, they have to go whenever. I said there are certain problems, there are some crucial things.
Yes.
So to avoid those things, if they make their own platform or the
Yes.
SHG, so they will be leaders then.
Yes. So some 2-3 things that you have highlighted, I'm summing up and then we can see the priorities.
Yes.
One, corporates and philanthropists need to create some sort of sanitation fund that will provide for physical protective equipment for all categories of sanitation workers. They can partner with your network, SK, etc., to find beneficiaries categories, or they can partner with the ULBs, but to ensure equitable distribution of physical protection equipment. Again, focusing more attention on those that are typically left out, informal workers, women sanitation workers. That's one. Two, they should work to collectivize or find ways in which to work with these collectives of sanitation workers necessarily, to help understand where their problems are, maybe to find some revolving fund. And three, in terms of providing new employment opportunities in the more organized sector to people coming from sanitation worker families, to absorb them, upskill them, maybe even keep some quotas together. And we are looking for some exemplars to start doing this and then advocating for this across the corporate sector. Correct? Are these 2-3 big priorities that we are thinking about from the corporate sector? Anything else I have missed out?
This is the most important. ज़्यादा नहीं. ये करे तो बराबर.
Even in 3 to 5 years, we'll see quite a lot of transformation and continue to support raising awareness and sensitization. I think one important thing we still suffer from is this stigma around sanitation work. Thankfully, a little bit of it has gone away because people have realized how important, critical they are in times of COVID. But I think we need to make sure that status keeps getting better and better. And we think of them as much as we think of doctors and nurses as protectors. So to that extent, the way that Samita and the Collective Goods Foundation and the India Protectors Alliance has shaped the narrative, I think is a good narrative, that all of these people protect us from various things, doctors from diseases, sanitation workers also from disease, because they are hygiene protectors. They basically make sure that we are protected. So, but I think corporate can also play a role by highlighting all these champions together. One thing I'm still always fighting whenever I'm talking is people will talk about healthcare workers, they won't talk about sanitation workers. And we have to continuously say that when you say healthcare workers, it means by default anyone who's contributing to our health, and health frontline sanitation workers are equally critical. So I think we must broaden that narrative as well. Are you seeing a change in the stigma piece of it and discrimination piece of it? Yes, there is.
Can't say no when something is happening in front of us.
Yes. So that is a good positive thing. What do you think can be done more to do that?
No, actually, past 10-15 years intervention of the many, including the people also, like you, people in outside also, they look that when Madhu is there, she will definitely talk Madhuji about the sanitation also. She will not talk only water, she will also talk about the sanitation. I said there are the some brand ambassadors automatically aa gaye. That helps actually to change the narration. Otherwise, the people don't care. So now there are the people, many are there, not just Safai Karmachari. Safai Karmachari Andolan, of course, it is only for this work we are doing. But you do 100 works, but you will not forget the sanitation.
Yes.
ऐसा कई लोग कर रहे हैं, number one. Number two, another one more small request is facilities, minimum facilities in the sanitation workers where they live.
Yes.
That also we have to think. There is no water. There is no. If you go to there, all pigs will be there. They clean whole the city. And you go to the Amara Baste, वहाँ इतने unhygiene condition होते हैं.
Yes, very important point you are bringing up, Mr. Wilson. Very, very important point, I think. Their own living conditions have to be much better. They live on the fringes.
ये एक बात है। और ऑनलाइन एजुकेशन तो बर्बाद हो रहा है, इसका क्या करना, वी विल टॉक सेपरेटली, दैट इज
Okay.
डिफरेंट, दैट इज द
Okay.
डिफरेंट, बहुत
Okay.
प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है।
Yeah. Yeah.
ठीक है, यू कैन
Thank you so much, Mr. Wilson. This was very important. I think we have got our main action points going forward. Hopefully, the IPA and other partners and corporates, philanthropists will join this very important cause. Even if from a very selfish reason, apart from the very social and equitable reason, I think they are a key pillar for society and we need to pay attention to them. They have already proven their worth time and time again. It's in our hands to recognize how we can all come together for this very important cause. So thank you very much. And we look forward to seeing what initiatives we see in the next couple of years. Thank you.
I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful to all of you.